What's up, everybody? This is Conroy Green from Sea Green Financials. It's a new year. I hope everybody's new year is starting off well. Coming at you guys with another video as promised. And today I wanted to discuss cash flow management. So this is what we're going to be going over today. Cash flow management. And why cash flow management is so important. So the reason why I wanted to do this video is because every time oftentimes when I do consulting with small business owners who are, in the startup phases or the first couple of years of business, I have noticed that a lot of people, their main issue is cash flow management. A lot of people struggle with understanding what proper cash flow management is and also why it's so important. And I find myself spending a lot of time talking about this with people. So I figured it'd be good to do a video going over some of the basic things that I discuss with people. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you and anybody that's getting started managing a new business. So what is cash flow management? Cash flow management is the way you handle the money coming in and out of your business, right? It's as simple as that. You have your business and there's money, right? You got your money that comes in from sales, services that you provide for your clients, and obviously that money goes out because money is made to be utilized in different ways. It could be expenses, money that you are transferring into savings accounts. It could also be funding for other business investments, such as 401ks, even if you had employees, 401ks for your employees, Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs for yourself and for the business itself, which you can also do to help your business grow. You can invest the money into various types of funds, tax deferred or not. So, like I said, on the income side or on the left side, you have money coming in, income, loans, et cetera, et cetera. So here's a simple screenshot of what I'm talking about. Cash flow management here. You have your income, loans, donations, so on and so forth if you're a nonprofit. And on the other side is your money going out of your business, right? So there's your expenses, your savings, and investment. Obviously, there could be some other things, but that's just to give you a general idea of how your money goes in and out of your business. Now, why is this important? Cash flow management is important for many reasons, particularly two very important reasons. One, it's important so you can have a accurate depiction of where your business stands. And that means on a quarterly basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, you want to have an idea of how much cash you have on hand, what your outlying expenses are for, the foreseeable future, and maybe for the month, for the next 3 months, for half the year, for an entire year, or even as far out as the next 3 to 5 years, or even longer. But the only way for you to really be able to know these things or make these type of analysis is if you are properly managing your money on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, actually. So this means properly handling and tracking the money that's coming into your business and the money that is going out. Now, how do you do this? There's a couple of ways that you can do it. One is manually. So, by paper, on paper, meaning you keep all your money on hand and account for it manually, which would be through spreadsheets or paper notes or paper records. Okay. The second way is digitally. So, an example of digital cash flow management would be, or keeping track of your cash flow digitally would be a program such as QuickBooks, which is very popular. A lot of people are familiar with QuickBooks. There's other programs that I like to use. One called Xero, which is another accounting software that can be used online or on a desktop version, I believe. And you also have another app that's free that I actually recommend to a lot of my clients called Wave Apps. Okay. All right. So here are some examples of the different types of things different ways that you can manage your cash flow. Now, what are the setbacks of doing manual or paper cash flow management? It's time consuming. It's bulky. You have to sit there and you have to make these notes, enter all this data in one by one, piece by piece. So every expense that you have, for every receipt that you have to go in and manually enter this in a note on a paper record or in a spreadsheet. Imagine if you are a busy company and you're constantly moving money around, expending money, paying for things to keep your business going. It could be fairly time consuming to be doing that. It may not be the best choice. It may not be the best way that you want to do that as far as spending your time. So then there are technologies, digital platforms out there that you can use that can make this a lot more easier for you. A lot of people like using QuickBooks. It requires a little bit of know-how, a little bit of knowledge if you are going to do it yourself. And sometimes that shies people away from using QuickBooks. And a lot of times that is often the reason why people ignore cash flow management, because they don't know how to utilize the system, a digital system, or they just don't have the time, energy, or desire or interest in tracking these things manually. Some people think just saving a box of receipts is enough, which is not. Unfortunately, it's not, because you can't do anything with that data. You have receipts is nothing but data sitting in a stockpile that cannot be utilized. No one can really form any solid conclusions by looking at a box of receipts. So at some point, that box of receipts is going to have to be sorted, organized, and managed so that you can produce valuable information from those receipts. So, as hard as that may be for some people, it's important. And if you don't think that you have the time, the energy to do it yourself, you hire someone. You hire someone such as myself, Sea Green Financials. We do bookkeeping. You can hire a personal bookkeeper to work with you in-house. You can hire an accountant like myself who can come in and work with you on a monthly basis or weekly basis, quarterly, how much, depending on how much you need, right? So it's very important to look into this, right? So now that is a rundown on what cash flow management is. And I want to talk about why it's important, because a lot of people say, okay, I know how much money I have coming in. I got my money. I can count it. I can see it. Why do I need to, keep track of it in a specific way? You know, what good is that going to do for me? Number one, you need to be able to produce financial statements. And the only way you're going to be able to produce financial statements is if you have a bookkeeping system in place. If you have a way to keep track of your cash flow management, that's what bookkeeping is, right? So let's say you want to go, you need money and you need to get a loan from the bank, or there's a lot of community funds out there. Maybe you want to seek funding from one of these community funds to purchase a larger space, to get more inventory, maybe to get some equipment that you need that's going to raise your profit margins, allow you to produce more. The only way that you're going to get this is if you can produce financial reports to the bank. The bank will always ask for some sort of profit and loss statement, and they'll also want a copy of your tax return. Now, when it's time for you to prepare your tax return, you also need to be able to give your tax preparer some sort of expense report, preferably a profit and loss statement showing the activity for the business. Some tax preparers will not do a return for a business without an accurate profit and loss statement. Some tax preparers prefer to be the person who produces the profit and loss statement, and if they're not, they like to go back through and do a small reconciliation or audit to make sure that the information you're providing them is accurate. So this can turn into a very time-consuming and stressful task if your cash flow management is not up to par. If your money is all over the place, it's hard for somebody to come back and keep track of it. And trust me, as a tax preparer, as an accountant, we hate having to do that. We do not like sorting through cash flow during tax season at the last minute, when the only thing that should be getting done at that point is preparation of tax returns and planning for the future. So, keep that in mind. The easier you make the job for someone else, the better they can do, the better quality of work they can produce for you. That's important. Even when it comes to your taxes, you don't want to be missing out on deductions for certain expenses that could have made a significant impact on what you end up paying in taxes, if any, at the end of the year. So we can't account for things that we can't see. So I think you guys get this. At this point, it's very important for you to keep track of these things for your tax preparer. And like I said, to get funding from the bank or even private investors. No one's going to want to give you money if you can't show them how you have handled money in the past, unless they're just crazy. You got to think about it. Would you give $50,000 or $500,000 to someone if they cannot show you any history of how they've managed money in the past? I've said this before. It's kind of like a credit report. So your financial report is similar to what a credit report would be for you as an individual. It shows how you have managed your finances over a certain period of time. And it's used by the banks to make a decision on your credit worthiness, okay? The same thing goes for your cash flow management records, your profit and loss statement. It's a way for investors to make a honest or solid decision on whether you're worthy of funding. So if you don't have these things in place, number one, it's going to make you look irresponsible. It's going to make you look not very serious as a business owner to investors who are, looking to provide investment opportunities for you. So that can really be detrimental to the growth of your business. So cash flow management is really all about growth. If you want to grow your business, you want to be responsible. You want to be managing your cash flow correctly. All right. I can't emphasize that enough. Like I said, a lot of times people are discouraged from doing this because it can be very time consuming. So this is why we have systems. I tell people there's a simple way to make this easy for yourself. Do everything through the bank. If you're a small business owner, do as much banking as possible. That means both the money coming into the business and the money going out. Deposit all of your funds into the bank and expense them, transfer them, utilize them using different banking tools. So that could be checks, credit cards, debit cards, so on and so forth, in order to keep proper track of the money that's coming in and out. What this does for you is gives you a universal place to source your data. Okay, it makes it a lot easier for you to utilize either one of these systems, whether it be manual or digital, to manage your cash flow records. Okay, so once the money goes in the bank, you simply run a transaction report. And a lot of these programs like QuickBooks, Wave Apps, and Xero, you can import your bank information electronically into this system and produce these financial reports. Here at Sea Green Financials, that is how we like to do our bookkeeping. We love to use digital platforms to do bookkeeping for our business owners because it saves a lot of time. Being that we bill hourly, it saves the customer a lot of money. All right, so one of the things that I do is try to train and educate people on this cash flow management process and this bookkeeping process so that they can either do it themselves, pay someone within their organization to learn the skill and do it for them, or pay my company to provide that service for them. But at least with that choice, you'll be educated in knowing what it is that you're doing so that you can make the best decision for your business, right? So I hope that this made a lot of sense for people. I hope this gave you a better understanding of why or what cash flow management is and why it's so important for your business. At the end of the day, there's right and wrong ways to do things, and there's more than one way to skin a cat. So you may get different answers from different people, but overall, I think it's fair to say that properly managing the money coming in and out of your business is essential to growth, to securing funding for your business, and also to proper tax preparation and planning so that you're not overpaying on your taxes for your business from year to year. All right, so I hope this video is helpful for some people. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I will be doing more videos. Not sure what the next video will be, but I'll be posting that information on my Facebook page soon. So like I said, subscribe to my channel. Visit me on Facebook at facebook.com/SeaGreenFinancials100. Visit me on Instagram at SeaGreenFinancials. And other than that, man, keep rocking, keep rolling, keep hustling. Everybody, I hope that you guys see a prosperous 2022. I'm praying for abundance and growth for everybody this year. We'll get there by doing things the right way, by educating each other, by helping each other out, by sticking together, and keeping our faith in God. So with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys go out, enjoy the day, and put some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, maybe give me some ideas for the next video that I'll put up. All right, so peace out. All right, that was my segment on cash flow management. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check my page. Make sure you check my Facebook. Keep up to date on my latest news, my newest tips. You don't want to miss out on any of this. I'm giving out free game. You understand me? Free game. We all need this. You got to pay for this in most situations, but I'm giving it out for free. You understand? Because I know that the people need it, and I'm here to help the people. So that's what we're going to do. That's it. You know how it go, buddy. Yeah.